Well, hello there, my friends. Welcome back to the Scott Ree Project. Now I'm down the coast. It's a beautiful day. I thought I'd get the barbie out. A bit of al fresco cooking. So what I'm going to make then is some Piri Piri Style grilled chicken sandwiches. Sounds cool, doesn't it? So what I've got then is some beautiful chicken thighs. What I will do with those is I will take the skin off and crisp that skin up, take the bone out of the thighs, score it, and then we will make this Piri Piri Style sauce. So what we got then is these beautiful peppers, some lemons, we need the juice and the zest, some nice little chilies, some parsley, some garlic, some red onions, cider vinegar. I've got some cold pressed rapeseed oil, some paprika, smoked paprika, and some oregano. So we're going to make this sauce from fresh. It'll be absolutely stunning, punchy, sweet, sour, hot, beautiful. So the first thing we need to do then is get a char on these peppers and these onions. Mark Rothko, eat your heart out. What a picture that is, eh? Absolutely beautiful, fresh ingredients. Now, I know I keep harping on about this, my beloved Turos T1, but it's just awesome. So a really good char on the old veggies, which will create that lovely char grilled base for the sauce. Oh yeah, baby, this is what we are looking for. Charred, blistered skin. Check on my onions, just starting nicely. I'm going to put them at the back. I want to get those nicely charred. It's all flavour. You know the drill. So I've just put a couple of those mild chilies on there as well, just to add to the mix. Looking good. Peppers. Just look at them. Onions need a bit more work. Hey, but what's the rush, man? We're in Pembrokeshire. We're laid back. We're chilled. So these peppers are done. I'm going to take them off, put them in this garish bowl of my mother's. Then I'm going to put some cling film over the top. Then we can peel them. Easy. With these, just going to drop down, give them a bit more heat. The cling film is about as much use as an ashtray on a motorbike. So, easy as. Just take off that lovely charred skin. Just peels off. Put that cling film on, makes it so easy. Look at that. Doesn't matter if you leave a few bits on. I may purposely put a few of the really dark bits back in because it's flavour, something like that, not too many. Just so we get that lovely smoky flavour. I want to get as much of the flesh off as possible. Take these chilies off. Take my onions off, nicely charred. They got a great char on, look at these. Then what I want to do then is just prepare my cloves of garlic, 4 cloves. And I'm going to start off with just 6 of these little green chilies. Check the heat and then we can adjust as we want. Isn't it marvellous? Can you notice how it's gone very dark? It's just going to start to rain. That long black cloud is coming down. But luckily, we've got our charred peppers, those 2 charred chilies, our onions. These are my 4 cloves of garlic and my 6 chilies. We're going to go in, put these in the blender. Timing is impeccable. It's raining, it's pouring, this shitty weather's boring me to tears. Only in Wales, folks, only in Wales. But that's why I love it. So to make this sauce then, we need to put our roasted red peppers, our garlic, our chilies into the blender, and then chop up these beautiful charred onions, and we'll get those in. The zest of one of those lemons, get that in. 1.5 teaspoons of smoked paprika. I'm just going to eyeball it. Again, eyeballed. 1.5 teaspoons of dried oregano. 1 teaspoon of black pepper and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I'm going to go with that. And then we want about 50 mils of cider vinegar. Oh. Then it's lid on and blitz. Oh man, just have a look at that. Wonderful. Right, need to get that in a pan and get it warming through. So that's in its raw form then. Let's just try it. Oh, that's going to be amazing. Oh yeah. So we're going to cook that out, bring it up, and then turn it down and simmer it for 20 to 30 minutes. That's punchy, it's garlicky, fantastic. So that is simmered for 25 minutes. Just give it a taste, just a little bit. So nice. But what we need to do now is put that back in the blender, take it down a little bit more. It's still a bit grainy texture. And then we're going to add a bit more vinegar, some lemon juice and some oil. And we're nearly there. Beautiful, isn't it? So while we're waiting for my sauce to cool so we can put it back in the blender, I'm just going to prepare these chicken thighs. First of all, take off the skin. Now we want to use that skin, so we'll sort that out in a minute. And I'm just going to quickly nip the bones out of these chicken thighs. By all means use chicken breast, but I think chicken thighs have got more flavour. Got that little bit of fat in them when we put them on the grill, you know, and they're half the price. I think they are a great ingredient to use. So just butterflying it out a little bit and we can marinate these. So my sauce is cooled down. Let's get it back in the blender. Just excuse my hand there. Then with that lemon we zested, I want the juice. Get that in. Oh, there goes a pip. Glad it's night. Back on with the lid. Get my cider vinegar. I'm going to put another 1/4 cup or about 60 ml of the cider vinegar in. Give that a bit of a... Next we want to add about 120 ml of olive oil. I'm using extra virgin cold pressed rapeseed oil, British. So a bit at a time. So that is our lovely sauce done. Let's have a look at it. It looks like a very popular Portuguese brand. Just look at that. See what it's like. Ah, immense. That is a truly, truly wonderful sauce. And it's got all the 5 basic tastes: the sweetness, the sourness, the saltiness, the bitterness, and of course, umami. It's just wonderful. You've got the sweetness and the umami from those peppers which we roasted, charred. You've got the sourness from that cider vinegar. You've got the saltiness, obviously we added the salt in. Bitterness from the lemons, and the umami, which is a savoury taste, like I said, from char-grilling those vegetables. It sweetens it up, takes it from delicious to the sublime. Awesome. Right, let's get those chicken thighs marinating. I'll be here all day jiving. So I'm just going to put a bit of this sauce in the bottom of this delightful receptacle. Just spread it about a bit. Spread it about. In with me chuck. And I'm going to get some more on top. Now the reason for this is I want to save some of this sauce for basting. Also, I want to use some as a sauce. I mean, it's amazing stuff. Do make up a big batch and keep it. But there are our lovely chicken thighs, all tucked up, ready to marinate. I suppose for at least 4 hours, if you can, overnight. Just give them a little shufty here and there, now and again. Get it in between each one. So just to push this into heavenly territory, we need to use the chicken skin. You need to get yourself 2 pans, one that fits inside the other, like that. That would be better still if it was a bit bigger, but hey ho. So what we need to do is grab a couple of skins. There's 1 skin, 2 skin, 3 skin, there's 4 skins there. I'll take 2. In a cold pan, just lay out your skins and make sure that that pan fits nicely on top. Give it some heat and then just let them tick over gently. Doesn't take very long. Okay, so we got some heat under that then. You just want to keep an eye on it, but you don't want to be moving this. You want to let it set a bit first. Let it start crisping up and then we can have a look at it. This is awesome. This is chicken scratchings. You serve it on the sandwich, but I might take it a little further and blitz it and we'll have some chicken dust. Oh yes, I did. Can you hear the magic happening in there? Okay then, check out these bad boys. Have a look at that. I bring it to the camera, get a bit of paper. It's a thing of beauty. Let's get that other one out. Just have a look at this. Imagine that on your sandwich, on top, or blitzed down, some dust sprinkled on. It's chicken utopia, baby. It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, try a bit, come on. Rang dang diggity dang de dang. Check this out, hey? 100% pure, uncut chicken dust. It's just insane. The flavour. It's twice as sweet as sugar, half as bitter as salt. And if you get hooked, baby, it's nobody else's fault. Chicken dust. So the rain has stopped. Let's get this chicken on the barbie. Been marinating for a few hours. Just going to lay it on there. And then that sauce that's left in the bottom, we will baste with. Just use some of that sauce to baste it. Just building up flavour layers. Get a nice char on this. Oh, that's what we want. My lovely Piri Piri Style chicken is done. Look at that. Hey, oh man. Gonna have to excuse the shadows, can't do nothing about it. I was gonna put it on a punchy brioche bun, but I've just been up and got these lovely fresh rolls. Now I always pull my rolls apart purely because more surface area, more texture, a little bit of mayo, nothing fancy, a bit of romaine lettuce, and then I'm not even gonna cut it. A little bit of that sauce we retained just on the top, then a sprinkling of that chicken dust, lid on. Now I can't wait for this. My God, that was good. There was no getting away from that. Once you bit into it, you'd had it. It's absolutely wonderful. And these thighs are so juicy, cooked. Oh man, so many flavours going on. Bit of a sensory overload. a bit of that chicken dust on there, shall we? Hey, looks like those little sweets, doesn't it? But it's not nuts. It's chicken dust, baby. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. It was immense. Absolutely fantastic. And all down to that homemade sauce. Just make this sauce, you know, use it as a marinade, use it as a sauce. Keep it in your fridge, bottle it up. Absolutely brilliant. And of course, if you don't fancy it, you know, you haven't got to make the chicken dust. It just adds a bit of texture, a bit of theatre. I think it's cool, but please do give this a go. It was absolutely outstanding. So, if you've liked what you've seen here today on the SRP, do click subscribe when my face pops up down here. Come on, join the movement, my friends. I've got a vast back catalogue. Also on my social media, on Facebook, Scott Ree, get on my page, click follow, and the Scott Ree Project. And on my Twitter, at the Scott Ree Project. And also, finally, if you're feeling generous, please do check out my Patreon page. So until next time, I really do suggest you give this a go. It's not a lot of hard work, and what you get is a million miles away from that bottle with the big cock on the front. I think I don't know what it's called. Anyway, one final thing. If you are going to make this recipe, remember to put your parsley in the sauce. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'm not sure if it is a cock on the front of that bottle or a hen. Either way, it's a chicken.